What's up, world? It's me, Nez. Welcome to Nez Tele, and with me today is my king. Say hello now. So, my king's name is Dipo, right? And he insisted on discussing this exact book with me. Not like he forced his way through, but he insisted. Okay, we're going to discuss some other book much earlier, but he halfway into it, he read this other book and said, you know what, this is the book that we're discussing. And the book is Ijeawele, okay, what they call it, a feminist manifesto in 15 suggestions. So first of all, I'm going to ask, why did you choose this book? Why was it this book that was so important to you?
Okay, well, I think there are so many things one could possibly talk about, and well, this particular book, because number one, I love Chimamanda, and this is one of the few books that she's written that's not fiction, and I agree with most of the things that she talks about in this book, and I know that Nigerians find her quite spooky, so I think it's actually important as the father of a daughter to talk about this book.
Yeah, Abio, that's true. I have a daughter, Abi. Yes, it's true. He's the father of a daughter. So anyway, this book, as you can see, is like a really tiny book. I read this book in I think it's an hour and a half. And I imagine for you, you're going to do it in 30 minutes. How long did it take? Do you remember?
Can't.
It's a very small book. It's like for 1,000. I bought it from Roving Heights. And I really like the design. I like this thing she had going on in front. It was designed by Vlisco. For those of that are in the fashion industry, if you don't know Vlisco, I'm looking at you. If you don't know Vlisco and you're in fashion, if you're not in fashion, ask around. Vlisco is the bomb. So they designed this, which is really cool and all that. So I am also a fan of Chimamanda. I've talked about her Americana before, and I love what she's about. And yes, he's right. This is the first time we are reading a book that is not like a story. It's not a non-fiction. This is just her. Ijeawele, the name was is the name of her friend. So she's writing a letter to her friend on how the suggestions as to how to make her daughter, make her daughter a feminist. Yeah, that's what it was. So in 15 suggestions, so there were different things. Like for me, I've always been a feminist. You get, but that a lot of people get very angry when they hear feminists. I'm not sure what their anger is, because for me, like, I'm not fighting with you. I'm just a feminist. I am not quarreling with you. I'm just a feminist. So a lot of these things that she said was just like things that I've kind of already had in my head. Nothing really new or a little different. But I remember there was a line that just made me go whoa. Well, first of all, let me start with him. What suggestion was your favorite?
Okay, well, I think there are two.
Okay.
Okay, so one, she spoke about now this is a very controversial one, so let me just that talking about not making marriage like a goal or something. Yeah, yes. I mean for girls. Yes. And the truth of the matter is that we raise our girls generally to see marriage as this ultimate thing to aspire to. Right. Now, I feel like marriage is beautiful. I mean, I have a great relationship with you. I mean, I love the fact that I'm married. I don't hide it anywhere. I tell anyone I meet, you know, but I don't think it's something that should be seen as a prize. Okay, so if you are good, you get married. Oh, you're not a very good girl, you know. Not married. Yeah, and then especially when it comes to the girl child. So it's not like boys were not raised that way. We were not raised to think, oh, wow, if I'm a good boy, I would get a good girl at the end of the day. But why is it the other way? So it's just, these are some things that, for me, I've seen as kind of common sense. I've thought about and all of that. So I'm like, why is the world skewed the way it is? So, yeah. So
favorite suggestion two?
Okay, suggestion two was, what now? Okay, I'll remember as well.
You remember? Okay, when she talked about that marriage one, the line that she went there that made me go off. She was like, that marriage is not an achievement. I'm sorry. I was like, who are you? What do you mean marriage? Please, marriage is an achievement. We've been married for almost 8 years now. But, have you been married? My dear, I am not coming down. What do you mean by marriage? I'm like, because marriage is an achievement.
I think what she means is
I do get in the end. In the end, I got what she was saying. I feel like it's not an achievement for a single person. Not that a single person that, you know, when you're married, you've achieved. I got that.
Like marriage is the end. Getting married is the end. Meanwhile, I mean, you could marry for 20 years and still, you know, people face challenges. But it's, finally the wedding and happily ever after. No, that only happens in the fairy tales.
And life is no fairy tale. No, where I was like, when she married, I'm like, please, it's been 8 years, and you know, as it is now, I mean, we have a good marriage. Do you understand? Abi,
Yep.
I like.
Yep.
We have a good relationship, and it's a lot of work. We're always working. We're always talking. We're always like, for me, it's like, where's the medal? I need my medal now, and it's just 8 years old. We haven't done 20. We haven't done 30. We haven't done 40. It's a medal. Where's my what are the trophy? Where's my trophy? Give me. It's an achievement. But I guess I don't know. Maybe it's more personal on the way that I'm seeing it, because I know it's not easy being married. There are a lot of things that you feel like you can easily avoid if you just weren't married, but it's there. So I know that line really threw me off. Anyway, the line that did not throw me off was something like I still doing a lot. You can see I have plenty markers there. What she wrote here, said number one, it said the first is your premise, the solid unbending belief that you start off with. What is your premise? Your feminist premise should be I matter. I matter equally, not if only, not as long as. I matter equally. Full stop. In the East, we say ho ha. I matter. You get? And it's something that is easy for me to relate to, because it took a while of me, even as a married woman, feeling like I should take second place when it came to some things, and then being pulled out of that. It's like I'll feel like, okay, no, I should do this, and I'm like, no, but maybe I don't want to rock the boat too much. I don't want to be too this thing. So it's like all that would make me hinder myself from doing some things for a while. Then suddenly, and I'm like, no, but I matter. It's my desire, it's my purpose, is what I'm supposed to do. So I should be able to do them. So I feel like that I matter. So that's one of the things I'm going to stick up on the wall in my house. Imagine very soon my house is going to be filled with so many things. I'm always talking about sticking things up. I'm going to stick up I matter somewhere. Everybody should know that they matter in this house, and that's that. So yeah, that for me, that was like the major of the whole thing. Then which one was my other suggestion that I really liked? I think I liked the one you said about raising the girl child to believe that marriage is the ultimate. To me, that's something that I actually had that discussion with a friend of mine, like long before I got married, and she never quite saw it that way until I mentioned it. I was explaining to her that that the whole time when we were growing up as a child, like I told my mom is late, so I was raised by a relative that I love to death. But a lot of times she would tell me things like, sweep, you have to sweep, clean the house. That's in the East. So if I had or if I had wine, that's what makes you a woman. Do you understand? That's how you take care of your home, know how to cook. Me, I did not know how to cook until I married. I'm not telling you to do the same move, but me, I didn't know how to. I started learning how to cook when I married. As in when I married, I said, okay, let us learn how to cook this thing so that we will not starve to death. And he likes food. So, things like do the house like this. No, so like the whole time, the ultimate is okay, marry. Now, the thing was that I was telling my friends about this then, because her friend who had been married, this girl was someone that we consider a good girl. This kind of good girl. She's pretty, she gets it, she's composed, she had a job, and she's a homely. That's the kind of person that she cannot sit down and just watch things. Have to be clear. She's that kind of person. And then her husband literally threw her out after being married for about a year. And she went back to her parents, and her mother told her, that is just one of those things with men. That's how it is. That she has, and I'm like that this is a girl that, for all I know, she had been told years, her whole life, that if she does this, her husband will take care of her. If she does, her husband will not cheat on her. And then in the end, the husband shall say, that's how men are. So really, after everything, the men will start doing the one they want to do. Like, sorry, I don't know if there are guys out there, this is not an attack on you. That's why I keep saying that when I say I'm a feminist, we're not fighting. I'm just a feminist.
Okay, to start with, personally, I think the word feminist is what rubs people off the wrong way.
Yeah.
And the reason is because when you use that word, people hear different things. So it's just about equal rights, really.
Yeah,
it's just about women or girls being treated the same way as guys will be treated. It's not. Like I said, for me, a lot of these things are actually common sense. And the questions I asked myself, why is this? Why is that? Why must, for instance, why must it be the man that earns more than the woman? I've seen several instances where that creates a problem.
A woman had an opportunity to earn more, and the man will say no.
Yeah.
So that's it. Family will stay broke because daddy doesn't want mommy to earn more.
I've remembered the second one.
Number two.
Yeah, it's the one that talks about gender roles.
Okay.
And basically this idea that so boys do certain kinds of work, girls don't do. Growing up in my house, it was never that way. You would sweep, you would wash the dishes, you would cook. I mean, I love to cook. I learned to cook at age 7, and it was never an issue. So, there wasn't that, boys can do this, or boys shouldn't do this, girls shouldn't do this. And then I think the one that I think it's very interesting. I pay no mind. When my daughter says things like, "Oh, pink is for girls," I said no.
Right.
Pink is not for girls. You know, blue is for boys. I say no.
No, color is everybody's color, man. Everybody has everything.
I don't think, for instance, that maybe boys should start wearing dresses or some weird stuff like that. But really, it's marketing. Somebody wants to sell products, and they tell you that girls should wear pink, boys should wear
it's
blue.
just a market
they
thing.
put a premium on it, and I'm like, no. You know, I probably would not. If I go to a store and I see different colors, I would likely not pick one of those two colors.
Yeah, you remember when we're buying clothes for
baby clothes. Yeah.
I was looking for colors I did not find. I didn't see green. I love green. I love brown. I love yellow. Yellow was like my find me something yellow or red. You know, I liked all those very bright, pretty things. Why I didn't find them as much. It was always pink or blue. You go to market, hey, it's not a baby girl, buy pink. I'm like, why? Like seriously, why?
Very ugly stuff like this.
Right? But it's pink. I don't have anything against pink, but I really didn't like those pink things for my daughter. They used to annoy me. Thankfully, I didn't get even on her major these things like her what I think called the bassinet and all that. We didn't get. Oh, thank God.
Colors,
Oh boy, thank God.
I actually did not mind a lot of pink things, but I think is that baby pink, very dull.
Yeah.
And I prefer like.
And then
the
it gets
brighter
dirty
ones.
too fast. That was another thing. I'm the one washing the clothes, so you get where the pain is. So anyway, that's it about us and Ijeawele. Like I said, it was just 1,000 naira. Roving Heights. So if you can check out Roving Heights, it's there, and it's actually available in several places. I was actually looking at my laptop to tell you what Goodreads is saying. Google users are giving it 93%. That means it's doing very well, and Goodreads rated it at 4.5 over 5. So yeah, it's a really good book to read. It's just like if you're inside bus, you're in Lagos, you finish this book. It's very simple. Look at the text. Can you see? You can see. But it's very simple, very easy. You finish it now. But it's 15 different suggestions. Now, a lot of people argue with the things that she says. But you know the way life is, I don't really think that everything should be...
I don't agree with everything.
You don't agree with everything to say this person has sense. No. The person will say some things don't make sense. And that's c'est la vie. That's life for you. You get. So, thank you so much for watching Nest Telly. And, you know, in case you haven't already, please don't forget to like, give me a thumbs up, and then share, and then subscribe, and don't forget to comment.
I think guys should read this book. Like, please, just sometimes it's like, no, what feminist, forget about it. Just calm down. Just try. You just never know what you may learn.
At least one thing.
Yeah.
You're raising a daughter.
Exactly.
One thing. Half it in you will learn something. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.